Lately, I've just been having a lot of just like weird, annoying, and frustrating things going on in my life. Nothing insane, nothing crazy, but definitely things that are testing my mental, that are testing my state of peace, that are testing my ability to stay calm. Like, we all have these bad things, but most of us, our first reaction is to play the victim. Oh, why are these things happening to me? Why is life just against me? And really, you got to look at life as one big game. Maybe it's like our oversoul, maybe it's our higher self, maybe it's God, universe. We're here to get stronger. We're here to become free. We are here to learn about what this entire reality is. It's energy. It's tons and tons of tiny atoms that are vibrating. Things appear solid, but really things are fluid. I really believe that one of our goals as humans, as an individual, is to learn how to master energy. We are given these tests, we are given these trials and tribulations to really refine how good we are at mastering this reality. But as soon as life throws shit at us, we want to fold, we want to shrink. We have to learn how to transmute. We hear that word all the time, transmute. When bad or negative energy comes to us, even though it is negative, it's still energy, and we can use it as fuel. We can use it to empower ourselves. We can use it to catapult us in the opposite direction. Just like a really basic example, but let's say you were punched, right? That punch is what? It's force, it's energy. Sometimes the punch is so hard that it's so much energy that we can't take it. But it's energy being presented to us, and we can use that energy to do something back. Some people get a lot of hate. Some people that are famous or whatever, they get a lot of hate. They get a lot of people talking to them. That's why people say like there's no bad publicity, because people are feeding you all this energy. I was in really a super annoying situation this past week. And first, it was really frustrating me. It was making me go crazy, honestly. Then I had a moment where I was like, what if I just practiced being super calm in the situation? I took 10 minutes in the heat of the moment. I closed my eyes, I started breathing deep. I took control of my breath, and I loosened, like I say in every video. I loosened my body up. I almost lost feeling in my body, and I recentered my focus. I was fully present, and in my mind, I was picturing that thing kind of just washing away. I was lowering its importance. I was rising above it. And when I entered that state of just like pure flow and energy, I realized that this situation, no matter how annoying it was making me stronger, was serving my growth, was testing my patience. And I knew I could come out on the other side. So really, what was happening was my aura, my energy field, which I think we need to talk about a lot more. We all have an energy field, just like the earth has an energy field, just like every single atom has an energy field. We as human beings have an energy field, the aura. And when we are consumed by stress and fear and anxiety, our aura is super chaotic. Our aura is everything that is rotating and orbiting around us. It could be thought forms, because thoughts are a form of energy. So if you ever notice that you go down these thought loops, like thoughts keep circling around. You forget about the thought and then it like comes back around. That is literally the thought or the feeling orbiting your body. And so when I pulled my attention away from the negative thoughts that were consuming me, and I entered a state of full presence, and I took control of my system, I took control of my body, I took control of my breathing, I regulated my nervous system. What it was doing, it was cleansing my aura. And I entered a state of full peace where I was no longer controlled by what was going on outside of me. And I almost felt like a leveling up. It's like when you are no longer a victim, when everything outside of you that is chaotic, that is going wrong, can't touch you. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can knock you off your center of balance. Now you become a master of energy, and you can start to manipulate energy, and you can start to control reality. But it really starts by controlling your internal state and then altering how you're viewing the things that are happening to you in life. You're neutralizing. If you continuously think of something as negative, if you're only thinking about all the bad things that are happening, you're giving that more energy. You're giving that more power. But if you enter a state of neutrality within yourself, right? Those things that you were labeling as negative, you're no longer labeling it as such anymore, and you're pulling your power back into yourself. Neutrality is a very, very high vibration. Not being attached is a very high vibration. Peace, like I talked about in my last video, calm is a very high vibration. But we need to start controlling our mind. We let our mind spiral in the wrong direction. We have really bad mental habits. But once we practice controlling our state, I've been meditating so long that even in the most high stress situations, I pull myself out of it. I snap myself out of it. And I remember that I can control my focus. When I slow my breathing down, I can control my heart rate. I can control the energy that my heart is producing, because our heart is a very magnetic, it's a very powerful organ. I'll notice when I'm scrolling on my phone a lot, you put the phone down and you can't focus on anything. The mind is very, very chaotic. And then I can tell, okay, I need to cleanse my aura, because everything that I just consumed is now orbiting around me. We get energy from what we're viewing on our screen. It's not just, oh, we get energy from food, oh, we replenish our energy from sleep. There's a lot more going on than that. We get energy from the sun, the radiation, the vibrations that the sun is sending. It's all energy, it's all radio waves. But we got to take control of the radio waves that our brain is producing. And when we create a state of mental calmness, our outside world is going to start to reflect that. I really want us to start making this shift in our thinking. Negative things are only negative because we are looking at them as negative. The worst thing that could happen to you might be, in the end, the best thing that could happen to you. And I'm not saying we do have to go through suffering to get stronger, but if we're suffering, we might as well use it to our advantage. And we got to start being aware of the kind of energy that we're creating. Be aware of the energy that life is throwing at us. Take a second, cleanse your aura, cleanse your mind, and then start sending out the energy that you want. Shift from acting automatically, acting habitually, snap yourself out of it, and choose how you respond to life. No longer will you be a victim. So hopefully that helped. Let me know what you think. Peace.